What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy Jay Tuck. Real Cowboys fans, stand up and listen. I know, but I told y'all this yesterday. You're going to have to take your medicine this morning. We just don't play, do film studies when the Cowboys play well. We also do film studies when they play bad to try to figure out what the hell actually happened yesterday versus New Orleans Saints. Before we get into that video, this video is brought to you by BetUS. Go to BetUS, use the code YouTube150. They're giving you 150% bonus deposit up to $2,000. So if you want to bet against the Cowboys moving forward, you can do so and win some money with our sponsor, BetUS. But when it comes to this film, y'all, I know a lot of people wanted to criticize Coach Zimmer. And yes, he does have to take on some of the blame being the defensive coordinator. But y'all, I'm just going to prepare you. This film is bad, right? And what I saw on this film is lack of effort. I saw quit. I didn't see any fight, communication. It was just bad across the board. So let's go ahead and get into the film. So the very first play, this was the play from Rashid Shaheed that I warned you guys about in the pregame show. And there was really nothing to it. Now, I guarantee people don't want me to play the clips at full speed today because y'all want to figure out what the hell is going on. But for those of you who want to, here you go, right? So you see him go into motion and Rashid Shaheed just getting deep, right? So there's your little highlight play. I'm going to give y'all one so I can quit crying in the chat about it, all right? So now, class is in session. So you'll see them actually go into motion, and we're lined up and we're playing zone. So we have a two-high zone. That means middle field open. We have two high safeties up here, okay? Quick motion, communication. We see our linebacker shift. But like I said, y'all, there's really nothing to it. So you're going to get a chuck by Carson down here. Perfectly fine. All right, you're going to chuck the play action. Everyone's staying stagnant, watching the zone, and it's really just a simple deep field shot. Now, I think Malik Hooker thought maybe he was going to take this as more of a streak, but he bended it kind of like with a more of a deep slant and kind of split the safeties. But at the end of the day, Donovan Wilson, bro, your pursuit angles are here. You are the safety. What does the safety means? You don't let anything get behind you. You are the last line of defense. And even right here, if you look at it, look at the angle that Donovan Wilson is on. Derek Carr still has the ball in his hand. Like, it's like you should be able. Now, I'm not sure if Donovan Wilson is still peeking here and not watching the ball. I'm not sure what the hell happened. But to let Derek Carr sail this ball over the top, perfect ball placement, and get beat deep, it's just uncalled for, y'all. It's just uncalled for. Our safeties played bad yesterday. And I know we have a talented safety room, but we have to have a conversation where we have an athletic safety on kick return that even if this happens, he at least has the speed to catch up with this. But I'm not really sure what Donovan Wilson was happening. But you cannot allow this to happen, especially when you have two deep safeties. This is the whole point of playing two deep, is not letting wide receivers get over the top. And Donovan Wilson, that's really on his tab. You can put it on Malik a little bit, but Malik was on it because you'll see on this play right here, right? So Malik is on it, and even though it bends, he's still kind of there. But he separates because he's thinking, okay, well, I got my guy Donald there back to help me. Well, Donald said, nah, bro, I ain't got it, right? And that's just speed. Shaheed going over the top of our two Dallas Cowboys safeties. So horrible play that can be avoided. There wasn't really much to it scheme-wise. It's a simple motion and just go deep. And I'm going to split the safeties, and we're going to hit them with another shot just like they did versus the Carolina Panthers week 1. On this play, which is a simple screen, now I will say this. The Saints offensive line did a good job of blocking this up, so they're going to come out in 12 personnel. And a lot of people are asking about Overshown. Why didn't Overshown play? I really think that Zim's philosophy was thinking that since they're going to go with heavier sets, that they didn't want Overshown out there. But I think when it comes to Overshown, he's a spark plug. You just have to have him out there, right? So they're going to come out in 12 personnel. And the Saints do a good job of blocking this up, right? So you see there's the motions that we talked about all pregame show. So you see that Trayvon Diggs is traveling, so it kind of gives you the simplest of it. They're going to run a man defense. And typically on screenplays, right, you'll feel the offensive line just letting you get past them, right? Because you don't want the offensive lineman kind of go upfield and get up to the second level. But the Saints did on this play, and you watch with DeMarcus Lawrence, they gave a little resistance, They're blocking up here. They're blocking here, blocking here, blocking here. And even with DeMarcus Lawrence, a little bit resistant. So, because typically if he would have 62, would have just let DeMarcus Lawrence come up field, he probably would have dug his heels in and realized it was a screen, but he didn't. So since that is the case, well, who got the running back? Who's on the running back? 5-0. Eric Kendricks. Now, Eric Kendricks, he played phenomenal week 1, week 2, not so much. You're on the running back, bro. So that is your responsibility. So you'll see that, Kamara just simply turns in the backfield, and Eric Kendricks kind of over pursues, takes on the blocker with 2 hands. Well, you just engage with this blocker, bro. Like, what? You can't just engage with this blocker now, because you have to go make a play on the ball carrier. So you have to be a little bit more aware. Say, okay, Kamara has the ball. I can't just fully take on this blocker like you did, because there's no one behind you. You're off balance. You're getting pushed. And then Kamara's off to the races, right? You have Kalen Carson, bad angle there. You have our safeties right here on 2-on-1, getting tied up. There's nobody to make a play. And here's what I would say. A lot of people is like, yo, Tuck, how would you fix this Dallas Cowboys defense? If it was you, what would you do, right? And granted, it's not a real way to do it, but what I would do is take the DNA of number 90 right here and inject it into him. Look at DeMarcus Lawrence. DeMarcus Lawrence is going after Derek Carr, but he has the sense to turn around and still even not give up on the play and pursue Alvin Kamara. He was the only one that was at 100%, y'all. DeMarcus Lawrence was the only one playing yesterday at 100%. And I do not understand, why is it only him time after time, game after game? If you go back to Green Bay, the only one out there giving 100% is number 90, while everyone is out there slacking. This is an effort. Kalen Carson did a good film breakdown on you, right? But this is an effort with your speed. You're jogging, bro. You're jogging. Everyone's jogging but D-Law. It's crazy, right? On this next play right here, they're going to go line. They're going to come out in 22 personnel, 2 running backs, 2 tight ends. Taysom Hill, if we want to call him a fullback, tight end, right, gadget player, whatever, right? But he had a good game yesterday, especially out the Wildcat. Okay, so boom, right? They're in 22 personnel. This is simple, right? Very simple football, conceptual football. Bam, they come off the line of scrimmage. Now, we also have another problem. We have a massive problem, Cowboys Nation. RD tackles, they're not ready. They are not ready, but this is what happens. This is the cause and effect when you wait last minute and you kind of go bargain shopping for defensive tackles, right? So boom, you'll see big 93 get blown off the ball with a double team. 98 blown off the ball with a double team. Okay, simple. Malik Hooker, you come down with this running back or fullback and you blow this up. And then when Kendricks, you're supposed to scrape across on the running back. So Micah does a good job. If you watch Micah Parsons, outside hand free. So he's taking on the edge, right? So if Kamara was to bounce out, that's supposed to be Micah's responsibility. But Hooker, you have to come in and blow this full back up. And Kendricks, you have to come over the top of this and scrape in the gap. But let's watch at full speed what happens. You have Malik Hooker come down, kind of give a little shoulder, gets washed out, right? Kendricks is caught up in all this garbage right here, loses sight of the ball carrier. Kamara's able to slip out underneath the hole and bounce out. Like I said, I felt like this Cowboys defense, it's one of those things, y'all, like I said last night, they're bullies until they get punched in the mouth and they fold a little bit. Hooker, you got to come blow this fullback up, bro. You see it. Look at this lane, right? Look at this lane. If you're playing Madden or college football and you see this happening, you know they're coming through this gap. You have to go downhill and blow this up. Not give a side shoulder, but come down there and blow this up. Because if you blow this up, let's say a Hooker comes down and blows this up, even if Kendricks doesn't get over the top, it causes, a huge, it blocks the running gaps, right? It blocks the running gaps and causes a massive wall. And then you have to cut backside. And that's when you can run to D-Law like the clip we showed from last week. But since you got this lane is blocked up, this gap right here, that's easy money because you have to come downhill and make a play. And it was just poor effort. Touchdown Kamara. About to go Al Bundy on y'all. All right, on this play right here, this is what we've been talking about all season. Go get some defensive tackles. Go get some defensive tackles. Go get some defensive tackles, right? Watch 93, but watch number 98 just get manhandled off the ball. Look at 98. That's one-on-one, bro. That is one-on-one. Cesar Ruiz is just beasting number 98. And I apologize, I don't have my roster 98, 93, whoever they are, right? I think that, I don't know, I'm sure that's Joseph or not, right? Just getting bullied. You're getting bullied all the way damn near into the end zone. That's easy money. That is easy money for any NFL team. If I can just line up big on big and blow your defensive interior off the ball. Easy money. Drove all the way into the Cowboys blue. There's nothing complicated. So, a lot of people want to talk about, was it Zim scheme and Zim scheme? There's nothing that Zim can draw up. Like, Zim can't draw up, hey, don't let the center and the guard push you all the way into the end zone, bro. Like, there's nothing else. The players are going to have to play. So 62 is able to blow 93 back. 51 blows 98 back, right? You have this fullback comes through and picks off Damone Clark. Bam in the hole. Like, that's easy money right now. We couldn't get off of blocks. And the New Orleans Saints, I wanted to call them the 49ers because it's very 49ers-esque, right? Just lined up and just punched us in the mouth. Just punched us in the mouth, period. And it's going to be a problem all season because NFL teams are going to say, hey, I know this guy can get pressure. I know, Trayvon Diggs can get interception, but they're soft up front. And we can just line up, run the ball, punch them in the mouth. No player, there's Overshown, can't shed that block. 93 can't shed those blocks. 50 can't shed those blocks. Mike is a little bit upfield, but he's keeping the outside contained. We can't get off of blocks. And we're just going to line up and punch this Dallas Cowboys defense in the mouth. Kalen Carson, once again, bad effort. Just a little tag, flag football tag. Right? I give up. Just tagging. Right? No effort, no heart, desire. And NFL teams and offensive coordinators are going to recognize that, y'all. And if we do not fix this, it is going to be a massive problem of people just lining up week after week and punching us in the mouth. Punch us in the mouth, man. Trayvon, I love you, bro. Trayvon, you're my dog. I know you get interceptions. Welcome back. But what is this? What is this? What is that? What is that? So because teams are figuring out, okay, Trayvon Diggs is phenomenal in coverage. All right, but let's make him tackle. Let's run at him. Let's run at him and make him tackle, right? Let's run at him and make him tackle, and he doesn't want no parts of that, and that's easy money, man. So that it is, like I said, Cowboys Nation, we just don't talk about the good. We talk about the bad and the ugly, and yesterday was 1,000% ugly for the Dallas Cowboys defense. Now, maybe if this was Dak Prescott, that would have changed things, but apparently Dak doesn't play defense, so he's not much help there, man. So it's your boy, J Tuck. Comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on all social media platforms at JTuck151. Turn on that notification bell so you do not miss out. Like I said, we got a lot of film coming this week, and you definitely want to stay in tune. I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged. And yesterday, which is purely embarrassing for the Dallas Cowboys defense, we got to be better, y'all. Peace.